Have you ever felt like you were putting effort into something and getting absolutely nothing back? Chidimma knew that feeling well. She lived on the top floor of a busy apartment building in the heart of the city. Car horns below. Music from passing buses. Concrete stretching in every direction. It wasn't exactly the kind of place you imagined gardens growing. But one afternoon, after a frustrating day at work where her ideas were dismissed for the third time that month, she walked into a small gardening store and bought 3 packets of seeds. Tomatoes, peppers, sunflowers. She didn't even fully know why. Her building had a flat rooftop no one used, just old chairs, dust, and forgotten satellite dishes. After getting permission, she carried up wooden crates, bags of soil, and a small watering can. It felt slightly ridiculous, but also hopeful. The first week was exciting. She woke up early before work, climbed the stairs, and watered the soil carefully. She Googled how long do seeds take to sprout more times than she wanted to admit. She imagined green shoots breaking through within days. But after 2 weeks, the soil remained stubbornly empty. Meanwhile, her job felt the same way. She worked hard, stayed late, helped coworkers, yet recognition always seemed to land somewhere else. One evening, standing on the rooftop with her hands on her hips, Chidimma stared at the silent crates. "I'm tired of putting energy into things that don't grow," she muttered. From behind her came a gentle voice. That's usually when people quit. It was Mr. Solomon, her older neighbor, from downstairs. He often came up to the rooftop in the evenings with a small cup of tea. Calm eyes, slow smile. The kind of presence that made you feel steady. Chidimma sighed. "Maybe I'm just not good at this." Mr. Solomon stepped closer and looked at the soil. "What did you expect?" "At least something by now." He nodded thoughtfully. "My wife used to garden. When I complained about how long things took, she would always say something from scripture." Chidimma raised an eyebrow. He smiled gently and said, Galatians 6 verse 9. "Let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart." She was quiet for a moment. Continue, the part people forget is in due season. Not your season, not my season. The right one. Chidimma looked back at the empty soil. "So what do I do until then?" Mr. Solomon took a sip of his tea. "You keep watering." The next morning, she climbed the stairs again. Not full of excitement this time. Just steady. She watered. Adjusted the crates for sunlight. Went to work. Days passed. Then one bright Tuesday morning, she noticed something different. A tiny green curve pushing through the soil. She blinked, leaned closer. It was real. By the end of the week, more shoots appeared. Small at first, but alive. The tomatoes began to climb. The peppers spread leaves confidently. The sunflowers rose taller than she imagined, bright and bold against the city skyline. Something changed inside her too. She stopped checking for instant results. She focused on consistency. At work, she continued doing her tasks with excellence, even when no one clapped. Then one afternoon, her supervisor called her into the office. "We're launching a new project," he said. "We've been watching your work. You're very consistent. You don't lose focus when things move slowly. We'd like you to lead it." Chidimma walked home that evening feeling lighter. Not because success came suddenly, but because she understood something. The growth had been happening all along. Later that night, as warm lights from neighboring windows flickered across the rooftop. She stood beside Mr. Solomon, looking at the tall sunflowers swaying in the evening breeze. "I almost gave up," she admitted. He nodded. "Most people quit in the invisible season." She smiled softly. "I'm glad I didn't lose heart." Mr. Solomon chuckled. "That's where the harvest begins. And maybe that's the reminder someone needs today. Not everything grows where you can see it. Not every effort shows immediate results. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes the most important work is happening underground. So don't grow weary. Your due season is coming. Hash. If you're in a season where you can't see the results yet, comment what you're working toward. Like this video if you're choosing not to lose heart, and share it with someone who needs the reminder the harvest comes in due season.